to study about the integration of inverse trigonometric functions. So our success criteria is to evaluate the functions applying inverse trigonometric rules of integration. We can describe and compare the solution methods. We can evaluate also the definite integrals through the real life applications. Also, we will evaluate the indefinite integrals or the definite integrals applying the completing square techniques. Okay, first of all, before we go or study about the antiderivatives or the integration formulas, we all know that the derivatives and antiderivatives are the inverse of each other, or they are the reverse processes of each other. So if you remember, the derivative of arc sine u or sine inverse u, where u is a function, is 1 over 1 minus u square and times the u prime. D by dx of tan inverse of u is 1 over 1 plus u square times u prime. Similarly, sec inverse is 1 over u square root of u square minus 1 times u prime. Now, if we reverse the process, yani any function is written in the form of 1 over 1 minus u square and its derivative is written, then of course the answer will be sine inverse of u. So here are the formulas. Du over square root of a square minus u square is given. So the answer is sine inverse u over a. But what is important in this formula is that the derivative of u is not present on the top. There is a constant number 1 in the numerator. So there is no concept of derivative written beside or in the numerator for applying the inverse trigonometric functions. So here are the formulas for the inverse trigonometric functions. The basic functions are sine inverse, tangent inverse and secant inverse. But if anything is written in the form of negative du over square root of a square minus u square, then the answer is cos inverse of u over a plus c. Now, what is the difference between cos inverse and sine inverse formula is this negative sign. Similarly, if negative du over a square plus u square is written, then the answer will be 1 over a cot inverse u over a plus c. Now the last formula with the negative sign, minus du over u square root of u square minus a square is 1 over a secant inverse u over a plus c. So only thing is this negative sign. If there is a negative sign, the sine inverse will be written as the cos inverse, cotangent inverse or cosecant inverse of u over a in case of any negative sign in the formula. So let's try to do some of the questions. First of all, let's do some critical thinking questions. Look at this formula, this question. Integral of x over 1 plus x square is given. What is most important? Whenever numerator and denominator are written, I told you in my previous videos that always focus on the denominator and check do you have a power or not a power. So if you see closely, the denominator has a power 1, then the bell rings that whenever there is a power 1 in the denominator and its derivative is written in the numerator, so this is the formula of logarithmic function. The derivative of the new denominator is 2x. So it means 2 is not is not given in the numerator. So multiply and divide with the 2. Now it is perfectly written in the form of u prime over u. So you can write it as 1 over 2 because it is written outside the integral sign, ln of denominator, that is 1 plus x square plus c. Now look at the second question over here. X dx over square root of 1 minus x square. Now what is important in it? That whenever any integral sign is written, then you try to change it in the form of power. Now if we focus again in the denominator has a power. So whenever there is a denominator and it has a power, we always apply the power rule if its derivative is written in the numerator. So here, when we bring the power on the top, we will get x 1 minus x square whole to the power negative half of dx. Then the derivative of negative x square is negative 2x. Now what is not in the question? That is negative 2. So we will write negative 2 inside and divide with the negative 2 outside the integral sign. Now everything is written inside the integral sign in the form of power rule. So we will write the outside thing as it is. Then we focus on the bracket inner function 1 minus x square. Add 1 in the power, so negative half plus half will be half over negative half plus 1 will be half over 1 over 2. Now 1 over 2 and 1 over 2 cancel. The answer is negative 1 minus x square whole to the power half. This negative, I wrote it over here. Now let's see another question over here. That is here. Yes. Dx over 1 plus x square. Now, whatever we focus in the denominator, the main thing is that in the numerator, the derivative of the denominator is not present. So, if the derivative is not there, so 100% we have to move towards the inverse trigonometric functions rule. So, where is it? 1 plus x square is written. The answer directly is 10 inverse of x plus c. Similarly, in the question over here, dx over square root of 1 minus x square, the main thing is that the derivative is not written on the top. So here we will see that du over square root of 1 minus u square. The answer is sine inverse of x plus c. Okay, so here are some questions. Let's practice some question by using where we can use the inverse trigonometric function. So integral of dx over square root of 4 minus x square. So we are not going to apply the long root or the long method or means the substitution method. We will do the questions directly. So how can we write it? Look at this. The derivative is not in the numerator. It means the constant. There is a constant in the numerator. Now focus here. Square root of 4 minus x square means 1 over square root of a square minus u square is written. Yani this formula is written in the form of 1 over square root of a square minus u square and then du. So now compare. 4 equals to a square because in place of a square 4 is written. So 4 equals to a square. So what is a equals to? Of course we will take the square root. So a equals to 2. Okay. Similarly, in place of u square, x square is written. So if we take the square root on both sides, so u equals to x. Just replace in the formula, we will get 1 over. Now here we are going to apply the arc sine formula. So the answer will be sine inverse u over a. What is my u? U is x and a is 2 and then plus c. So simple. Here is the question 1 over 2 plus 9x square dx. Look at this. It means it is written in the form of 1 over a square plus u square du. Which means that I have to look and into the arc10 formula. So let's check. What is my u square equals to? U is always a function, that is 9x square. If we take the square root on both sides, we will get u equals to 3x. Now a square equals to what? So a square equals to 2. Take the square root on both sides. So a square equals to square root of 2. Just replace in the formula of arctangent. It's written 1 over a. So you will write 1 over square root 2. Arc10 or write down 10 inverse are the same things. U over a. So u is 3x and a is square root 2 plus c. That's all. So now let's check another question. So I am going to erase few things from here and here. Let's see here. So what is written? It is written 1 over x square root of 4x square minus 9. It means it is written in the form of 1 over u square root of u square minus a square. Now first of all, find out what is my u square. So u square means a function which is written in the form of a square. So that is 4x square. Take the square root on both sides. So u is equals to 2x. Now what is a square equals to? It is 9. Take the square root on both sides. So a equals to 3. Now look closely and compare the question with the formula written over here on the right hand side. It is I am writing for you du over u square root of u square minus a square. So if we compare here u, so what is our u? U is 2x. But look at the question. In the question, u is only x written. Means a number is not there. So if a number is not there, you can write the question in the form of formula perfectly. How? By writing the 2 in the denominator, and since you are dividing, so you have to multiply also the same integral sign. Now everything is perfect. So 2 is written outside, write down. Then apply the formula 1 over a over here. 1 over a. A is 3. Arc secant, it means secant inverse. U is 2x and a is 3 plus c. And 2 times 1 over 3, you can write it as 2 over 3. Look at this question. Sorry. Now in this question, again, in this question, what is our u square? It is a function that is written as 4x square. What is our a square? That is 64. Find out the u and the a value by squaring on both sides. So you will get u equals to 2x and a equals to 8. Now look closely. This question is written in the form of secant formula, secant inverse formula. Now look at this. What is our u? Our u is 2x, whereas only x is written inside the radical sign, inside the integral sign and outside the radical sign in place of u. So we will write the 2 in the denominator. Since we are dividing here, so we will multiply, but we will write the multiply by 2 on the top and outside the integral sign. Now it is written perfectly like the formula is written. So we will write 2, which is written outside the integral sign. And then we will write 1 over a, that means 1 over 8. Secant inverse, and u is 2x and a is 8 plus c. 2 over 8 means 1 over 4. Secant inverse 2x over 8 means 1 over 4x and plus c. Now have a look on this question. Dx over radical of e to the power 2x minus 1 means something is written in the form of u square minus 1. But if we look here in the first formula, it has to be written in the form of a square minus u square. Okay, so we have to write it in the form of a square minus u square. So for that reason, what we will do, we can take the minus common. So if I take the minus common, so inside the bracket, it will be negative e to the power 2x, because when I open negative, negative gives me positive e to the power 2x. And the sign of the negative changes into positive one. The reason is minus plus minus. So I will, if I write the minus as a common factor, then I will go back to my original position. Now this minus, I can write it outside the integral sign, dx over, and I can rearrange this thing as 1 minus e to the power 2x. Now it is written in the form of a square minus u square. So what is my a square? It is 1. So square root of a square, it means a equals to 1. And what is my u square? U square is e to the power 2x. Now how can I square this thing? I know that radical has, or square root has, a power half. So just to show you, e to the power 2x and radical has a power half. This half and this cancel. So the u equals to e to the power x. So simple. Now you can just apply in the formula. So you will write sine inverse. U is e to the power x and a is 1. No need to write, plus c.